Hello and welcome. If you are looking for some quick and easy methods to increase your productivity and save time while working with Excel, we have a few really amazing keyboard shortcuts for you. Let's get started. Create an Excel table. Easily organize and format your data using a table. If you have a chart of data available, all you need to do is press Ctrl+T and your data chart turns into a table. It becomes easier to add or remove filters and much more. Steer within large data tables. Sometimes we have really huge data tables and it becomes time-taking or maybe impossible to navigate till the ends of the table to find our way. In this case, we have a really handy shortcut. Press Ctrl, right arrow key to move to the last right-hand cell. It selects only one cell. Use other arrow keys to move to the last cell of the direction of the arrow key. Selecting a range of cells in one direction. With the large data, we can quickly select the entire range of data in one direction. Press Ctrl, Shift, down arrow key to select a range of cells from the first cell to the last downwards. Ctrl, Shift, right arrow key to select all the range of the cells to the right. Adding or removing filter function. With a huge table like this, selecting the first cell, press Ctrl, Shift, L to add a filter and sort your data as needed. Press Ctrl, Shift, L again to remove the filter in seconds. Format cells in Excel. If you want to format more than one cell to a particular format or style, first select the entire column with Ctrl, Shift, down arrow key. Press Ctrl+1 and now select the formatting you need. Selecting all the data in the current region. If you click on a cell of the region in which you're working and press Ctrl+A, then the entire region will be selected. If you click outside of the work region and press Ctrl+A, an entire spreadsheet will be selected. Insert a default table. Press Ctrl+A to select your entire table and press Alt F1 to insert a default chart of your table. AutoSum. To make a grand total with a long list of numbers, go to the end of the cell where you want to display the grand total and press Alt equals and hit Enter to get the sum of an entire range of cells. Add a new line in the same cell. To insert another line in the same cell, select the cell and click on the formula bar and press Alt Enter from the keyboard. Now write a new line and press Enter. You have entered a new line in the cell as you can see. Autofill data. If we type something on our spreadsheet and want a similar pattern to repeat like a list of email addresses, then select the entire range first and then press Ctrl E so that a similar list is generated, and this is called autofill or flash fill. Move a cell or row. Move an entire row by holding a row and pressing Shift while moving it between other rows, and leave where you want to place it. It inserts the row between two rows instead of replacing the row. Select entire row or column. Select an entire row by pressing Shift spacebar. Select an entire column by pressing Ctrl spacebar. Hide columns and rows. Select a cell and press Ctrl spacebar to select an entire column. Press Ctrl 0 to hide the column. Select a cell, press Shift spacebar to select an entire row. Press Ctrl 9 to hide the row. Find hidden cells. If you want to find cells which are hidden, select the entire spreadsheet and press Alt semicolon. This highlights a thin line to indicate the hidden cells. Adding fixed reference to cell. Wanting to calculate percentages, we first need to have a grand total of cells and then later apply formulas to calculate percentages. It requires division with the grand total. My formula proves true for one cell, but when I try to drag it to other cells, it does not work. The formula bar shows that the grand total belongs to cell G12, while dragging takes my grand total to G13, which is empty, hence an error. So I go to my first cell of percentage and add $sign by pressing F4 to the formula bar and fix the reference of my grand total cell, that is G12. Now when I drag the cells, I get the correct percentages. Fill right and fill down. To quickly fill cells with the same data on the right, select all the cells first and press Ctrl R. To fill downwards, select all cells and press Ctrl D. Inserting date and timestamps. If we want to add date and timestamp to any row, simply press Ctrl semicolon to insert date and Ctrl Shift semicolon to insert time. Creating a pivot table. If you have a data chart, all you got to do is press Alt N V to create a pivot table. Hiding items in pivot table. Select the row you want to hide and press Ctrl minus to hide the particular row from the pivot table. Grouping items in a pivot table. To make neat groups in a pivot table, select items and press Alt Shift right arrow. Inserting pivot chart on same spreadsheet. Select the cell on the pivot table and press Alt F1 to insert a table chart on the same spreadsheet. Inserting pivot chart on different spreadsheet. Select a cell on the pivot table and press F11 to insert a table chart on a new spreadsheet. Adding comments to a cell. To add a comment to a cell, press Shift F2 and write a comment there. The cell will display the comments when pointed at. Edit a current cell. To edit a current cell, click on the cell you want to edit and press F2 to directly edit the cell contents. Pasting special. Copy a table and before pasting it, press Alt ES to get a list of options, and you can choose either to paste the values as format or values and much more.